We're going to talk a little today about making a new 10. We make a new 10 when we have two big numbers, numbers with double digits, 2 digits, and we're going to join both of those numbers together. So when we're talking about numbers with 2 digits, we know they have two place values, a 10's value and a 1's value. So let's just look at these numbers. When we look at these two numbers and we know we're going to join them together, we know we're going to add them, we need to think about what the numbers are made of and think about what we already know about place value. If we look at this first number, we know it has 2 digits. One digit is in the 10's place value, and the other digit is in the 1's place value. Same with this number. It also has 2 digits, 2 numbers in a value spot. The most powerful value spot is the 10's. The most weakest value spot is the 1's. To get started on joining these numbers together, we want to draw a proof picture of what it would look like to join these numbers together. When we do that, we're going to make a math drawing to represent our numbers and then show how those numbers are going together. A long time ago when your mom and dad were at school and they were learning how to do this kind of math, they didn't have to do proof pictures. In fact, your mom and dad probably have never seen a proof picture before. A long time ago, we taught kids how to do math like this by just teaching them a set of rules or steps. Do this, then do this, then do this, carry the 1, then add these together on this side, and find your answer that way. What happened is kids didn't learn, like your mom and dad probably, they weren't taught they were taught a bunch of steps, but they weren't really taught what those steps meant, what was really happening with the numbers, what was happening to the value of the 1's, why the value of the 1's was changing into a 10. So we've gotten a little bit better at teaching math these years, but it means that you have to do more work. You have to do a proof picture to show your understanding of it, not just be able to do the steps. So if mom and dad say, that's not the way I learned it, they're right, it's not. This is a different way of doing math. And it helps us know that our kids understand it better. Let's take a peek again at these numbers. We're going to start by drawing a picture of each to represent each number. We know how to do that. We've been doing that for a while. So to represent 43, we're going to draw 4 10's, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 3 1's. 1, 2, 3. You can see even in my picture that the 10's are more powerful, they're bigger, they're worth more than my 1's. Also, when I make my picture and my numbers, my 10's are on the left, 10's are on the left, 1's are on the right, 1's are on the right. I want to keep this in mind whenever I'm drawing my pictures because it's going to help me when I'm stacking them up to put those numbers together. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Let's draw the math picture to represent the value 28. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Actually, I'm going to stop where I put those. I'm going to move them over so they're under the chain over here of 10's. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. See how I lined those up? 26, 27, 28. That just helps me remember that my 10's are all on this side and my 1's are all on this side. I lined them up like there was an imaginary line running down right here to keep my 10's on this side and my 1's on this side. Same thing when I look at my number form. My 10's are stacked up together on this side. That's a 10 and that's a 10. And my 1's are stacked up together on this side. 1's, 1's. Okay? Now that I have my picture represented for 43 and 28, I can talk about joining them together. So I can easily look at my 10's and count how many 10's I have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I have 60. 6 10's make 60. I could also join my 1's together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 60 plus 11. We're going to get into how we do this part in a little bit. Let's just look about how we can make the 10 with our picture. we now look at our ones and see if we have enough ones to make a 10 with another 10, a new 10 with those ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's hook the ones together that make a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to let my 10 curve. 9, 10. I'm going to remember that this is a 10 and that 1 is a 1. It's a 10 because I hooked them together. Even if they didn't stay in a straight line, they're hooked together. That makes them a 10. So now I can count and get my total. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 7 10s, and 1 1. My total, when I put 43 together with 28, is going to be 71. Being able to make a proof picture is going to be a required part of every math problem you do when you're adding 2-digit or even 3-digit numbers together. We're not ready for 3-digit, we'll just stick with 2-digit for now, but you will be asked to do a proof drawing that shows you joining the numbers together, shows you where you found your other 10, as well as doing a strategy or a process for solving this problem.